that any better than
Seed meat is like you got the T on the end, so it like sounds good and it's fun to say. Seed beef just sounds like a little bit weird. Okay, welcome back to Nacho Talk. Today we have one of my old dearest friends from the food biz, Paige Common, fabulous vegan chef and past owner of Eaten Alive. So Paige and I spent many of our early years working in food together and have some funny stories. That's a good question. 5, probably.
Yeah.
So I think, again, Paige and I met like many great friends that I've met here at the farmer. I think that's where we met, but neither of us remember. At the farmer's market, King Farmer's Market, our neighborhood one. And when I was building out my first kitchen, I knew I was going to need somebody to help me pay the rent. And I thought, oh yeah, Paige's business is going to be a good fit because all she uses is vegetables. And that's all we used is vegetables at the time. Well, I guess maybe we made chips then too, but not for big sale. And so I asked Paige if she wanted to be my co-tenant when I moved into my kitchen behind Cherry Sprout Produce, and she said yes. Do you remember that?
I do. I remember walking through the kitchen when it was still under construction.
It was under construction.
Yeah.
It was tiny, 1,000 feet. But it was set up like in 2 spaces and had a wall down the middle, so you could pretty much have like 2 companies take a different side. One was a hot side, one was like a prep side, and she was doing raw food, Eaten Alive, so didn't need a lot of cooking, right? So Eaten Alive was like amazing vegan food back in the day before like the vegan was the super trend. So Paige is going to tell us about the vegan food, and in honor, we're going to make vegan nachos today. So I'm going to run through the recipe really quick, and then we're going to start making stuff as we talk. So we're going to make salad nachos today because, you know, we got to get all the vegetables in. And we're going to make a cashew nacho cheese, which is amazing, super delicious, whether you're vegan or not.
Ballpark nacho cheese.
Yeah, but even better, way better flavor actually. Mm-hmm. And then a seed meat, kind of chipotle chorizo flavor, and Paige has made cashew crema, and then a beet pico de gallo. And then, of course, we're going to use Hot Mama Salsa chips and salsa. Okay, so do you want to start off doing the cashew cheese recipe?
Yes.
And at the same time, tell us how you started Eaten Alive. Okay, vegan nacho cheese, take it away.
All right. So first we have soaked cashews, and this is about 4 cups. We put this in the blender.
How long do you have to soak them for?
Probably about 4 hours, but overnight is best.
Okay.
Really what we're doing when we're soaking the cashews, it allows it to make the cashews super white, like dairy.
Oh.
So you can do it without soaking, but it's way better. And when you soak the cashews, they get bigger, so you can use less.
So do you think it's like, how much do they expand? Like a whole cup's worth?
Yeah, it seems like it.
So you use like 3 cups to get 4 cups.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And you can also, these are whole pieces, but you can also use cashew bits, which are
cheaper.
And then we have 4 cloves of garlic, 4 cups of Jimmy Dardellos.
Which is not Paige's recipe, but I made her use them because it's pepper season over here in Oregon, and we have like 7,000 pounds of peppers in the walk-in right now, and Jimmy Nardellos are the most delicious red pepper, but usually you use
red bell pepper if you don't have these. And then some water. And I'm going to give that a little blitz. Our water, because the peppers that we're using are a little bit less watery than bell peppers.
And you want the consistency to be like what?
Like ballpark.
Like
cheese.
creamy, more creamy, so you add water.
Some salt. Some turmeric.
For color?
For color, yeah. And some old school nutritional yeast. Is it old school?
I don't know. I love nutritional yeast. Are you ready? Okay, so we're gonna get the chips ready for the nachos so that we have something to put our cheese on. And tell us what to do here.
Yeah, so I like to do a little bit of greens first. These are greens from Savvy Island Organics.
Yeah, it looks like there's some mustard greens, frisee, lettuce. Looks amazing.
And then you kind of keep layering a little bit with the greens. And the best chips for nachos in the world.
My child would be real mad if I did this to the nachos.
Well, you can have two options.
You put lettuce on the nacho? I tried to put this kind of lettuce on her chicken sandwich the other night, and she took it all off, saying that is not lettuce. I know.
Come on, Choppy.
This is the child who's grown up with many, many hours on a farm and garden.
Okay, and then the next step would be to
cheese. Then we do another layer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so you instruct me and I'll mix this up.
Okay, so we're gonna make the beet pico. So we have diced white onion.
Super fine dice.
Yep, 1 medium onion, and then 3 medium beets that have been roasted in tinfoil. Usually I roast beets at 350 to 400, wrapped in tinfoil, and then you take it out of the oven after 40 minutes or so. You can test it by pressing on the beet and seeing if it has some give. And then you take it out, let them cool in the tinfoil. And then once you unwrap the tinfoil, you can easily peel off the skin. And then
smells so good.
Diced them. And then we're gonna put some lemon juice and some cilantro in there.
Lemon or lime?
That lime? That's lime.
We're gonna put lime? How much do you want?
Let's start with a half and then
some cilantro. Chopped?
Yeah.
How much? Just like a little handful?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so tell us how you started eating alive.
So I was working as a preschool teacher at the time, early childhood teacher, and thought that was my path. But I was new to Portland and I always wanted to work at a farmer's market. And I would get coffee on my breaks at Spunky Monkey.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew that they had a coffee stand at the King Farmer's Market. And so I asked him when you could apply. And he was like, oh, I think it already passed. And so that day I went home and I checked, and the next day the applications needed to be in.
Oh my God.
And so that
One
night
day.
I created a business, and I lived with 10 people at the time, and I shouted out, what should I call my business?
That's so old school Portland.
Yeah.
We need more
Someone
cilantro.
Shouted, how about eating alive?
Well, did you know it was going to be vegan food?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew I wanted to make raw food.
Okay, so were you eating raw food at the time?
I had been a raw foodist for a few years, and
exclusively?
Exclusively, yeah.
That's hardcore.
And in high school, I was vegetarian. In college, I was vegan, and so I was always kind of playing around with recipes. And I went to college in Eugene, so raw food was kind of a big deal there. And my partner at the time made crazy bikes, and so he built me a bike cart, and I guess the fake business that I created was interesting to the Portland Farmers Market, and I got in.
Yeah, and that was not easy back then. So that was pretty exciting. And then you got in, you're like, shit, now I got to figure this out and make a whole business.
Yeah, and so I had to, I think I even had to submit what products I offered. And so I just made them up. And
oh my God.
What did you for samples?
Do you remember what the first products were?
Yeah, so everything was in jars. And so I did a dandelion pesto and
so good. More lime.
And a little salt.
Mm-hmm. Did you do the zucchini lasagna at that time?
Maybe. So I was really focused on seasonal. And so I remember having a hazelnut pear parfait with cashew cream, the dandelion pesto. We did a variety of the kale chips, like kale, beet, colored. So it was a lot of snack items at first. And then the first year we got, all of the feedback from all of the products. And then we slowly started to expand. And by we, it was me. But, okay.
Well, so wait, was this going to be like your summer gig, like summer side gig, and you were going to keep teaching?
Yeah. So the head of the school was so supportive, and I was able to get a wholesale account through their account from OGC and other places. And so I worked there, but then did that on the weekends during the summer.
And then what made you decide you wanted to go into grocery?
So the next year we expanded to King and PSU. And then at PSU, that's when New Seasons was, a smaller company, and some of the buyers came to our stand, and we're really excited about it.
That never will happen anymore.
Yeah.
Don't wait for it. No, I'm just kidding. It might.
I think I first started going to all of the smaller stores, all the co-ops, and got into those stores. And then the Williams location was opening, and that was our first store.
So at that point, did you have to say, okay, well, I can't work full time and do this?
Yeah, I can't even remember. I think by the second year, I stopped working at the school.
Well, yeah. That's pretty exciting. That's a pretty big accomplishment to be able to pay yourself enough to work full time the second year.
I mean, I had 10 employees, or 10 roommates.
10 roommates, yeah. Don't forget. Living cheap. It's kind of how we all started.
And then I started with one employee.
It's an important skill.
And then got up to 11 employees.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And we're at four farmers markets, and then all of the New Seasons eventually.
Okay. And tell the story about what happened with the Blixer the first time you ever used it.
I finally got the funds together for, it was like a $11,000 machine, giant food processor. And the first day, so you have to get the electrician in to make
we had to put 3-phase in.
Yeah.
For it.
And then you also have to make sure that the electricity is going a certain way so that
the current.
Yeah.
So that it's rotating the right way.
Yes, exactly. And so we did all of that. And then the first day that my employees were down in the kitchen using it, we were all really excited. And this thing has massive blades. And the manager comes up, knocks on the office door, and is like, Paige, the Blixer's broken. It's like, what are you talking about? And I guess the Blixer did not turn the right way, and the blades flew off and put a hole in the side of.
Okay, but these blades are on a shaft and they're stacked. There's like 3 blades with spacers in between, and there's a cap that you tighten it down. Mm-hmm. So like this is a solid thing that then sits on another shaft inside And this is like probably 1/8 inch, like stainless steel. It's a heavy duty pot. Huge. And it ripped a hole through. I mean, it could have killed someone. It was the most insane thing. It ripped a hole through this whole stainless steel pot because the force of it. And just to shear off that much metal, for the blades itself to shear off of that whole system.
Yeah.
Because it's like a whole blade piece with a circle in the middle that you put on the shaft. So to shear off that, the amount of force.
Yeah. So yeah, the top thing.
We were dangerous.
Yeah.
One of many mishaps in the kitchen. Okay, let's layer the nachos. Okay, so 1 layer of cheese, like pretty hefty. Another layer of the best chips in town, which Paige had early access to.
Yeah, it's still a staple.
Okay, is that enough or more?
Oh, it's good.
Okay. And then we're doing more cheese. And then are we going to make the nut meat? How many stacks of layers do you like?
I mean, I love a big mound of nachos.
Okay, so we're going to do another layer?
Maybe 1 more layer.
Okay, so at one point, like at the height, before you sold Eaten Alive, right? You had 11 employees. Mm-hmm. You were in a bunch of stores, doing a bunch of farmers markets.
Yep.
And also, did you feel like it was driving you crazy? You were working too much? You weren't making a living? Like, what was the catalyst of like, I want to sell this. I don't want to do this anymore?
I was definitely working. I mean, with the farmers markets, I was working 7 days a week and, probably 15-hour days.
Yeah.
So over the 9 years that we were in business, I was so burnt out. And then usually employees would stay for about a year, but that turnover was exhausting.
Yeah, that's the super hardest part.
Yeah,
of
and
running
when
a
people
business.
would leave, I'd be like, "Oh my God, take me with you." So I had to do a little check-in.
Then you realize, oh, I want to leave this work too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't even imagine or try and count the many times I've said I'm done. And then somehow get up and do it again.
Right. Now we're going to make the seed meat.
Seed meat. It's kind of a good name.
So over the years with Eaten Alive, I've really had to work on trying to bring people in, because usually they would walk past the stand and say, "Oh my gosh, that looks
raw
too
food.
Too green for me," or "Nah, that's not what I eat." And so then I would have to, change how I pitched things. And as soon as they were able to take a bite, usually they would be into it. So I'm not sure if seed meat is the right word.
It's kind of funny though. Okay,
so we have sunflower seeds and
pepitas.
Yep.
Normally you put almonds in here, but she's making it special for me because I don't eat nuts.
So onion powder, garlic powder, some salt and chipotle, and cumin.
Okay, so normally you said that you make this in the
food processor. It just grinds the seeds up a little bit better with this pitcher style. Sometimes it can get gunked up in the bottom. So we're just going to make it work.
Let's see what it smells like. Nothing. Okay, so how do you even start when you're like, I'm going to see if I can sell my business?
Well, I worked with a therapist. I worked with business coaches.
As we all should be all the time.
And I was to a point where I just wanted to pull the plug. I was so done and really didn't see the value in the business anymore. But someone, I think it was my accountant, told me to put it on Biz Buy Sell, which sounds like a fake website, but it's real. And people are looking at that, just looking
It's
at
fun
what's
to look
available.
at. It's fun to look at just to see what businesses are for sale out there, actually.
And so as soon as I did, it was really amazing. All of the inquiries that I was getting, and a lot of people that just wanted something to do.
Yeah.
Was already started.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So that was...
Were these people that like had been in the food business?
No. Like, yeah, there was a mom that was kind of trying to get back into the workforce.
Wow.
Who wanted to do something health related. I think she ended up starting a gym instead. And then someone who wanted to do Italian sauces, but wanted, you know,
like
someone that
something already
had
established
in the door with New Seasons or whatever.
Yeah.
And then eventually it was someone who owned a raw food company that wanted to expand.
Was it profitable at that point when you were selling it?
The number said so, yeah.
But you didn't feel like you didn't feel like you were making a sustainable living.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of energy I was putting in,
right.
And then, you know, I had business loans and things like that. So I just wanted to start fresh and get out of that. Yeah. So I'm
Did you know what you were going to do?
No. And that was part of the issue. I think I held on for so long because I wanted something
to know the next step before you left.
But because I was working so much, I never got there.
Well, because you didn't have the creative energy to even like think about what was next.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I sold in September of 2019, and then the pandemic hit. So I kind of just launched back into catering and meal deliveries, you know, did the things that I knew. And
yeah, what crazy timing that was.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got your seeds or nuts, should you choose, all ground up.
And so now I'm kind of breaking it up with my fingers. And then, do you want to pour that water in?
Okay, so now we're pouring a little bit of water in just to give it some texture.
Yeah, stick it together. You know, it's kind of like a ground beef
texture.
Seed beef, are we saying?
No, not seed beef. And then which Hot Mama Salsa do you like to put?
We used to always use the
Papa Loco or the Mexicana?
Mexicana.
Okay, I will be right back with some Mexicana. Okay. I could see how the smoky chipotle salsa would go good with these flavors. I mean, with the cumin, it really does like have that Southwest flavor, Tex-Mex flavor. Do you sprinkle cilantro and jalapenos on the top?
Yeah.
And okay. Pico. You do. Oh yeah, that's gonna make it beautiful. You do the salsa and the pico. I'll finish slicing jalapenos.
Okay.
And how do you make cashew crema?
Okay, yeah. The cashew crema is just soaked cashews. I did 2 cups and 2 cups of water. It's pretty thin though, so I think maybe a little bit less water. And then a little bit of lemon juice and salt. And then we're putting the Mexicana salsa.
Well, that's looking pretty good. It does look like ground beef on there. Okay, so what would you say to somebody wanting to start a packaged food business today? Or even a raw food business?
I would tell them that I am not an appropriate person to speak to about opening up a food company. So, talk to Nikki.
What are you talking about? You got to create this whole business, live it out, learn a shit ton about processing having employees, and you even sold it. So in the end, like, you made out without a bunch of debt, which is like the ultimate win when you have a small food company, honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, the people that think you're going to have a small food company and make a lot of money, that's like fantasy land.
Right.
The real, like, winning exit is not ending with a lot of debt.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And you still work in food.
I know.
Right?
I'm trying to get out of it, honey.
Okay. But it's hard when that's what your talent is.
It's true.
And look at these gorgeous vegan nachos that are going to taste delicious. So
Maybe some sprigs.
now you can just hire Paige to come to your house and make these for you.
It's true.
Or a party. Really good at party. She's a really good party partner. I know.
You know
We do have what?
Paige the Rager.
Oh, well, you mean that's your partying nickname? Or your work nickname?
Back in the day.
Look at this. It's gorgeous. Shall we try it?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. I want to
Get all the things.
I want to get a piece of the nut meat and the pico. I'm going to get all dirty. Did you get a jalapeno on yours?
Mm-mm.
That's delicious. It really is. I mean,
got it.
that nacho cheese is kind of better than, it's definitely better than the one in the can.
Well, it's real.
It is real. That's pretty dang good. All right. That's delicious. You want to try it?
Yes.
Go for it.
I feel like sharing space with you was so important because I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, I don't think either of us did.
Right, but just having someone.
Yeah, camaraderie and
Yeah.
like community, for
and
sure.
we used to have those little huddles with the owner of Sweetie D.
Yeah.
And yeah, just having people.
Yeah, you have to have. I mean,
lonely.
that's survival. Yeah.
Yeah.
Running a business, owning a business is totally lonely. And if you don't have, I mean, that's our lifeblood, is like being able to talk to each other and
Yeah.
run things by and like say the crazy shit that happens and that your employees do that you can't say out loud.
Right. Yeah.
You have to say it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, just how.
And the mistakes that you make, like,
Right.
because that's how you learn, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Learn and grow.
Yeah, Nikki was kind of like the tough love sis that I never had. It's like, clean up your shit. I needed that.
So looking back, what do you think was the most fulfilling part of running a small business?
For me, the reason why I wanted to start was because I wanted to connect with community and I wanted to make fresh food quick and easy for parents, because I was a teacher, to just grab and give to their kids. And I saw that I did that, and that was really amazing.
Yeah, and you introduce people to like a whole new
Right.
like genre of food they
Yeah.
hadn't had before.
So really, yeah, making healthy food delicious, because I think that people think that healthy food is bland. And yeah, so putting good food into people's hands, connecting with all the amazing people, makers, business owners, I think that was really amazing and my favorite thing and something I miss. And also seeing the people that would come into the kitchen. Usually my staff they were in a space where they didn't know what they were doing in their life, and then creating a supportive space so that they could gain confidence to be out in the world and do really amazing things.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's for me has been like the best part of being a business owner,
yeah.
is like having staff that you create a good environment for, and then you see them grow.
Yeah.
The best part.
Yeah.
And then you have friends forever.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for joining us. Get yourself some vegan nachos. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Make some vegan nachos. They're delicious.